Legends Arceus is now out, and it's probably one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. As I said in my Shining Pearl rating video that I posted last month, uh, this game the game was extremely fun, and I love it. Same holds true for Legends Arceus. Look at that, beautiful. Now, I'm not complete with the game yet. I've completed all the main story quests, which includes completing the Pokédex. I don't even bring it up on here. Look at that. Look at that. Cut. I mean, it's backwards for you, but if I flip it like that, look. Completed Pokédex. And I did indeed get the god of all Pokemon, and actually complete it and has his research level at perfect, because there's not much you can do with an Arceus after you have it. After you have it, there's not much you can do with it, to be fair. Yeah, so this game is extremely fun, and it's time to go over the things I liked about it and the things that were a bit icky. Now, to get this out of the way, I didn't enjoy it when I first played it. But it wasn't because of any of like the gameplay or any of that. It was because the day I got it, which was on the first day, on like release day, I got COVID. I'm gonna admit it, I got COVID. I got very, very sick, and I could hardly move. Like on the Friday, I was feeling like sicky, but then like Saturday, I was not feeling very good and could hardly move. And then I just slept through Sunday. Like that's what my Sunday was doing. I slept from like 12 p.m. to like 6 p.m. or something like that. I slept for like a long time. So I didn't really enjoy it when I first played it. But then when I got better the following day, or like the following week, I played it and I had so much fun. I will get to the rating at the end. Time to go over its pros. I love how this game isn't just following the rules of like, go on an adventure, get the gems, and become the champion, because it was back in the past. And I also love like the catching mechanic. Sometimes it gets pretty old when you're trying to hit something but stay far away and it just boom bounces off because you were too far away from it. That does get pretty old at times, but but most of the time you like won't even notice, or I won't even notice because I'm pretty close to them. And a lot of people hate on the graphics. Now, I I'll admit it. The graphics in Legends Arceus isn't the best. I will admit. I mean, there are some parts in it that like the frame rates like there will be so many moments where it will just be like for a Pokemon that like a flying Pokemon, like there's a Crobat in the Alabaster Iceland. Spoiler alerts for Legends Arceus if you don't want any. There's a Crobat flying in the Alabaster Icelands. There's a Togetic in the Crimson Mirelands. There's a Staraptor in the Obsidian, or in the Cobalt Coastlands. There's a Magnezone in the Coronet Highlands. There I could go on forever. There's Togekiss in the Obsidian Fieldlands. But for a Pokemon game, top tier. Now, it doesn't look as good as like Monster Hunter or Horizon Zero Dawn or any of that. But for a Pokemon game, it looks pretty good. And half of the time, I don't even realize like how bad the graphics are compared to other games when I'm playing, just because the game is so much fun. And I love how they made it so much easier to complete the Pokédex. I've already completed the Pokédex, and it hasn't been a month since release. It's hardly like it's almost been an entire month since the release, and I've already completed the Pokédex. Again, I haven't completed everything. I haven't 100% of the game yet because I haven't finished all the research tasks. I haven't done all the side quests. There, and like I'm only a 9-star member when the highest is 10-star. So that I would say that I'm pretty bad at this game. Like compared to other people, I'm bad, but I've already completed it, and I've already had so much fun with it. I beat every alpha or not alpha, every noble Pokemon. Spoiler alerts yet again for the content of Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you don't want spoilers, click off now. All the or noble Pokemon were such good boss battles, and most of them got me on my feet. Cleavor was horrifying. Lilligant was gracefully disrespectful. Arcanine was horrifyingly awesome. Electrode was my favorite Hisuian form, or one of my favorites. One of my favorite Hisuian forms in the entire game. And then Avalugg, we don't need to talk about Avalugg. We don't talk about Avalugg. We don't talk about Avalugg. Avalugg was... See, I'm going to talk about the Hisuian forms for a second. And rate them. Rate the Hisuian forms. I'm going to bring them all up. All... Hisuian Pokemon. Here we go. I have an entire list of every new form or evolution or anything. So, and I'm just gonna start from the first one going to the last one. Voltorb and Electrode. I'm gonna rate each one out of 10, or maybe no. I'll save that for a part 2. But just to say this simply, I think most of the forms look pretty awesome, except for Palkia and Avalugg. They look pretty shitty. But other than that, I think all the forms look amazing. Cleavor was awesome. I used the Cleavor that I named, can't say, but then I ended up naming it Genocide Show, just Genocide Show. If you get that reference, then you get the reference. I started with a Oshawott, so I had a Hisuian Samurott that I named Leviathan. I got a Rufflet that I ended up naming Finral, and I had an Electrode that I named Kieto. And hell, what else? I had a Gudra that I named Iron Slug, and then I had a Hisuian Zoroark that I named Vanica. Some of you might get a few of those names, but a lot of you probably will not. Me personally, I love this game. And all the boss battles got me on the ropes, but in an exciting way, a way that gives me, like, chance to be excited. And I thought the story was good. I didn't hate the story. I thought the story was actually quite amazing. So to talk about it more, the story has you progress through the region, or through, like, the specific parts, to quell the noble Pokemon that are frenzying for some reason. And then you end up getting casted out of the Galaxy Expedition Team. Spoilers! And then you have to climb Mount Coronet to stop either one of the two legendaries, Palkia or Giratina. Again, very big spoilers incoming. If you don't want spoilers for the post-game, click off now. Volo's fight was intense. I would say Volo was the hardest battle I've ever had in my life. I'm not even joking. It was harder than Leon. It was harder than Cynthia in the battle tree. It was harder than How. It was harder than Hop. Like, name a trainer, Volo's battle is harder. The reason I'm saying that and making that claim is because the battling system in Legends Arceus is one of the flaws, I would say, since it's more catching, less battling. Even with the noble Pokemon, what you're mostly doing is throwing the palms at them. So you're not even really battling them until you, like, it'll give you a chance, but you could completely beat that game or beat the noble Pokemon without sending out Pokemon. I mean, I did that for, for Cleavor. I didn't even send in a Pokemon, but then in Lilligant's battle, I was like, oh, I can throw in a Pokemon. We go in, and yeah, so that ended up happening. But so I think that the battling system is one of the flaws because there will be times where it will show me, oh, I get to move twice. I'll beat a Pokemon. Then the next Pokemon that comes in moves 3 times. Again, battling system in that game, not good. It's a very big flaw. And I think it was very, 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 very flawed. It was very hard to battle. Like, I would switch in one of my Pokemon, but then they would move when it was still my go. But I don't think it was that bad. There were just some battles like Volo that got me on the ropes. Volo's battle was intense. I hate how they gave him both Giratinas. Again, it's already been spoiled for you if you're still here. Oh god. But other than that, I had a fun time playing through it. I think I've played this game. How long have I played this game? I'm gonna look. Oh my lord, I've played this game for 100 hours. Or to be technical, I've played this game for 100 hours and 7 minutes. To be technical. Yeah, so in 100 hours you could do what I've done. Complete the Pokedex, beat Volo, catch Arceus. Yeah, so is it getting time to that beautiful part where we're gonna rate it out of 10? Not yet. Characters. I love most of the characters that were introduced. And I'm gonna rate each one. Ray, because I played as Akari. Ray, 7 out of 10. He was like very, very weird, if I'm being honest. Like he was like, no, you can't you can't just slap a badge on whoever you want. He can. Lavington is the very bad at his job professor. Moving on to Lavington, 8 out of 10. Lavington is a good guy, and I love how he's just like, are you alive, my boy? Oh, ow! That really threw my voice out. I'm actually tearing up. Oh. Okay. Silene, 9 out of 10. Because she's so supportive, and she's scared of wormholes. And I find that so funny that she's Cyrus's ancestor. And Cyrus is this big, human, horrifying piece of mess. But then his ancestor is scared of wormholes. That's hilarious. Kamado, 4 out of 10. He's just a rude guy. I'm being honest. I'm being completely honest. I never really liked Kamado, and I hated him even more when he casts you out. Volo, I have to rate a 10 out of 10, man. I loved him so much, and I knew he was suspicious and that he was sus, but he was so good, and I loved him. But then he ended up bullying the haha, fuck you card, you know? I'm crying. Ginter, his prices are overranged, 0 out of 10. Irida, 10 out of 10. Adaman, 10 out of 10. To be serious, Irida and Adman are 10 out of 10s, but forget what I just did. That didn't happen. But both of those characters are 10 out of 10s. I love how they just fight with each other, and that their clans would get into violent war with each other over which Almighty Sinnoh is real and which one is fake. Speaking of the Wardens, May and Leon are. I'm gonna rate them based on like their field. So Obsidian Fieldland Wardens, I'm gonna have to rank a 7 out of 10. Crimson Ireland, I'm gonna rate these two different because those two are basically both around the same. Kalaba's 1 out of 10. Anarizu is a 10 out of 10. Hey, Cobalt Coastlands, 9 out of 10 for both. I love both of them. Or actually, Iskan's 9 out of 10. Paulina's 10 out of 10. Nice. Coronet Highlands, Ingo. They brought Ingo back to the past. Ingo's 10 out of 10. Melly though, Melly is 0 out of 10. Alabaster Icelands, both 0 out of 10. I hated both of them. But yeah, that's basically all my ratings for all the characters in this game. So time for the big finale. My ultimate rating for Pokemon Legends Arceus. And my final rating for this game is an 8.9 out of 10. I think this is the best Pokemon game that Pokemon has ever made of the side games. Because it's weird because it's like a mainline series game, but it's also like a side game. It's kind of like in the middle, where it's both. But I think this is one of the best games that they made. The only one that's better, Soul Silver, because I found a 1 in 8,000 odd shiny. A real one. Oh yeah, I need to talk about that for a second. Never mind, it's a 9.6 out of 10. Because I want to show you all the shinies I've gotten in this game. Pasture Lady, here I come. Jesus, that's a big Frostlass. Wow, that Golbat just appeared out of nowhere. Time to show you all my shinies. In total, I've gotten about, I would say that would be about, let me do the math. 16 shinies in this game. Now, of course, one of them is the guaranteed shiny Honita there. But then the others. We got Mizuko, the shiny Mantine. We have Jazz, the shiny Combi, who's unfortunately Mel. We have Mars, the shiny... Oh, will it focus? Mars, the shiny Gastrodon. But we got a shiny Goop. We got a shiny blue Shellos. Or Shellos or Gastrodon, whatever its name is. Then we have Azul, the shiny Floatzel. We got Blue, the shiny Staraptor. We got Yellowstone, the shiny Arcanine. We got Joe, the shiny Hisuian Zoroark. We got Cherim, the shiny Cherim. I didn't give this Pokemon a name, or that one. But I got a shiny Licky that I think I want to name Wario. Then I have a shiny Gliscor, beautiful blue-yellow, named Jupiter. I have a shiny Ghastly that I haven't named yet. I have a shiny Gabite named Mego. But I got another shiny, and I'll even go through them both. Oh yeah, this is my shiny Skunk Tank. I think I named Venus. No, it's Pepe Le Pew. But I'm not lying. I have two. Yeah. So those are all the shinies I got. I really only consider to have 15 shinies, because, of course, the shiny Ponyta I don't really think counts, because it's guaranteed, but yeah, so 9.6 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Legends Arceus is a great game, and I love it. And I would definitely recommend it to someone who's a fan of those kind of, like, open-world survival games. This is more like Monster Hunter than it ever was to Zelda. Because people were like, oh, this is just a Pokemon version of Zelda. And I'm like, well, no, it's more like Monster Hunter. It looks a bit more like Monster Hunter. It plays a lot like Monster Hunter. It's just Monster Hunter and Pokemon. But if you like this video, then please consider leaving a like. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't really enjoy, leave a dislike. I want to know your guys' true opinions on my videos. If you think I'm making horrible content and that I should stop, just leave a comment. I might not read it or consider it at all, but I want to know what you guys think. I want to hear your opinions. And with that being said, the Ace Trainer is here, and he'll battle you another day. Farewell for now.